What's up, guys? Fremont here. It's day 2 of Nofap, day 0 of the juice fast. Been a bit of a rough week so far, just dealing with the stress, working with 6 days non-stop, covering for a lot of people who are sick, and yeah, trying to get myself back into order. So the juice fast, just as a recap, last few weeks has been going really well, on and off, just trying and seeing what works and seeing what doesn't. I really kept stumbling on certain points like planning, and I didn't really plan all the things that I really needed to do, and that is one of the biggest stumbling points for anyone who really wants to change their life. Is they'll just wake up one day, say, yeah, change is great, don't have any plans for it, okay, I'll just won't eat as many bagels today, or I won't jack off when I get home. It's just a thought, but they don't really plan, they don't really get themselves prepared, they don't really get themselves into a position whereby they can really excel and succeed. That includes me. So it is day 0 of the juice fast, and I'm going to be going for the next 21 days. As of tomorrow, I've got everything planned on my little board behind me, and if any of you guys don't have some sort of thing like this, I really highly recommend getting a little board that you can put in the back of your room. Write down all your notes, write down all your inspirational quotes, write down all of your plans for the day, all the equipment you're going to bring, all the different things that you need to do, because that really keeps you on point. Because when you wake up in the day and you look over and you see everything's planned, and this is what I've got to do then, and this is what I've got to do that time, everything is a lot easier. You don't really have to wake up and be like, oh well, I don't know what's going to happen today, I think I'm not going to do this or do that, but let's see what happens. Yeah, that's a recipe for failure. Now with Nofap, it's a bit different, because it's really something that you can only really do in your spare time. Like another guy, 24/7 Batman, posted about how he's been stopping and starting for the last few weeks. He showed in one video, I'll send a link in the description, about how it was the whole month was just stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. And I can totally relate to that, man. Literally, that's been like my last few years, just stopping and starting. Not just Nofap, but loads of different things. I mean, really, Nofap is something that I've discovered at the beginning of this year. I was stopping and starting loads of different fasts and plans and things. So knowing that, like, that won't happen by planning and making sure everything is in the right position, so if you're going to bed or you're waking up, and those are the times when you're most likely to fap, just have a little ritual. There's many different things you can do. What I personally do is I set my alarm clock on the other side of the room, and I prepare myself a drink right next to that alarm clock, of things that will really just kick me in the head. So in terms of, will give me loads of energy. So I've got a little drink. I'll show you actually. This is one of the fermented products that I drink. I made it myself. The probiotics you can buy online, that's that nasty stuff. These are healthy probiotic cultures, and what they eat is sugar. And what you get is a sugar-free drink. It has fructose in it, but it's healthy because it's been broken down by these bacteria. This is like the healthiest version of an energy drink you can make or find anywhere. I have that right next to my alarm clock. I drink that. I don't want to go back to bed. I feel great, and my energy levels have come back up. Replenishes minerals and vitamins. That's just one of the things you can do. So planning is the most essential thing. So I'm hoping to get, not hoping to get, fuck hope. I will get this week, towards the end of it, day 7, day 8, day 21, day 30, day 90, because I've really, I think, hit the real nail on the head, which is planning. And that's been a real thing for me. I had a very interesting experience at work the other day where a guy came in. He was a healer. Didn't really realize that till he started talking to me, and he was a psychologist and a healer. He just took one look at me and said, I read your energy, and you will be successful in the next year or so, but only if you stick to one thing and stay with that. And that sounds like just random advice, doesn't it? That all you got to do is just stick to one thing and stay with it, and you'll become successful. But if not for the fact that I've been planning things and you know, trying and failing so often, and the fact that he just walked in, took one look at me and said, "You've really got to start planning your shit," really blew me away. I mean, one of those random experiences. This guy didn't really look that like that much, but you could just feel, you know, when you look at him, just when I had eye contact with him, it's just like this energy, this flow. I can't really describe it. Some of you maybe know. That was pretty interesting. So that really gave me a kick in the head to say, look, I've really got to plan everything. And he's right. All the times when I've succeeded in Nofap and juicing is when I've planned, and when I get up and I say, this is what I'm going to do, and there's no compromises. Because the moment you start to negotiate with your brain or with your dark side, I like to call it, that's when you lose. That's when you lose. When there's any sort of a compromise, any sort of, oh, I could just, you know, jerk off for a bit, or maybe I could just, you know, look at a few videos, that's when you lose. But you win the moment you look at that thought and say no. You say no. And you go and have a run, you go have a cold shower, you go play a competitive video game, and you go and really immerse yourself in something, and then after that, get up and do something else. Because it's alright to just go for a walk if you don't feel bad, but what I find is if you say, okay, I'm going to go for a walk, then I'm going to come back and do some intense cardio, then I'm going to come back and have a cold, then after that I'm going to have a cold shower. You know, you're making sure that throughout the journey it becomes easier, you know, because I find that the moment you these cravings, and any craving for food, for sugar, for cigarettes, for wanting to jack off, it's temporary. It's temporary. And what people do is they think, oh no, it's here, I've got to fight this forever. In the back of their mind, they're thinking, oh, you know, I'm going to be fighting this for a while. Obviously not thinking it normally, but there's a sort of feeling that when these things crop up, you're like, oh, this is something I've got to deal with, and it's really important, it's going to be here for a long time. No, it's there for a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Rarely ever do cravings last more than 5 minutes. So if you can just distract yourself with something hopefully productive, then you will succeed from that. So that's all I'm going to say for today. I'm going to be making the daily vlogs and daily updates about this, because the more and more videos I post about this, the more and more I feel as if I'm accountable to other people to make sure to see that I come through. Because let's face it, anyone doing these videos, anyone in this sort of a health movement, you're setting a standard. And the more you can make yourself accountable, the more, or the less I should say, you want to relapse, because you think, damn, think of all the people that when I get to day 30, day 90, will actually be inspired by this. Yeah, you can get on your high horse and say, you know, oh, he's just being, you know, what's the word? He's putting himself on a pedestal. No, the fact is, when you see someone succeed, it motivates you to succeed. This is why you go on all the videos of the people having 140 days, 190 days, a year. They've got loads of views because people want to see success, you see. Also, people like to see trials and failures, because we are all in this together, and we do like to see other people trying and failing. So when you actually see someone succeed or see someone try and fail, but when you see they're going through that process, it motivates you, just as it motivated me. So that's my only message for today. Plan your shit if you want to succeed. What's that saying? You fail to plan, you plan to fail. It sounds cliche, but I realized recently that the reason why things are cliche is because they've been said so many times that people have gotten bored of them. Why have they said so many times? Because they're true. That's why people are bored of them. It doesn't make it any less important. In fact, it makes it more important. So that's all I've got to say for today. Thanks for watching. Let me know how you feel. You know, like, subscribe, do what you want. This has been Freeman, and day 0 Juice Fast, day 2 Nofap. Let's get to 21. I'll see you all later.